The NBA has a problem. The San Antonio Spurs are playing some elite basketball even without their best player in Victor Wembanyama. I can only imagine what this unit is going to look like with Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle and De'Aaron Fox and then Wemby, Harrison Barnes, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, I mean, dude, this team is actually pretty loaded. Take a look at this play here, okay? First things first is Luka is going to try to spray this thing to the weak side corner off rotation, and Harrison Barnes turns around at the perfect time. Boom. Snags this thing out of the air. Now, the first thing I want to show you is watch the effort level from the San Antonio Spurs compared to the LA Lakers. As they get this turnover, you're going to see three guys, point A, point B, and point C, do absolutely nothing. But this is when Harrison immediately kicks it over to De'Aaron Fox and we get out in transition, right? We just out-hustle them. Boom, kick it. Again, 1, 2, 3. No one doing anything for the Lakers, so we start to run. Now, this is where De'Aaron Fox kind of lulls the defense to sleep. And then, boom, wide open dunk for Harrison Barnes. That is how it is done. Listen, if you are going to be lazy, we are going to beat you. And that is kind of the mantra that the San Antonio Spurs are using right now. Listen, if you're not going to give effort, we are going to just out-hustle you. And in this video, I do want to break down some of my favorite plays. So that's what we're going to do. Before we really dive into it, do me a big time favor, guys. Hit the like button. But most importantly, if you guys can, hype the video. With that being said, let's dive into another one. What's great about the Spurs is they love to run this three-man action right at the top. Usually putting two guys in the corner, point A, point B. Now we're going to set this off-ball screen for our guy going away from from Stephon Castle, the ball handler right here. We're going to spray it out to him really quickly. Now, off this, we're going to reset this screen. So basically kind of like a Varejao screen. You set it one way, you come back, and you set it the other way. Now, as we come off this thing, we are reading our defender. If he goes over, we're going to want to curl this thing into the lane. If he goes under, we're going to want to stop on a dime and just shoot a three, okay? In this specific case, he fights over. We're going to curl this thing to the basket, and we are going to see if we can create rotation, whether that's from the big or topside fire, which is just a topside double team. So as we come off, we're going to see LeBron James actually stagger over. Boom. Now we create separation for Stephon Castle. We spray this thing out really quickly. And I love the floor spacing ability. Again, the three-man action. Beautiful. Quick trigger three. Another beautiful basket here by the Spurs. It really forces teams to think twice about helping off these high pick and rolls. And again, when Wemby's back, it's going to be even more difficult to defend it. So again, I can see the vision of this team, and it's already starting to look really damn good. Another really good play here, early third quarter transition offense. Again, never allow defenses to set up in their half-court set because you're going to get them to make a mistake. And right here, as we're bringing the ball up, you see Austin Reeves kind of drop back a little bit too far as a guard, right? You got him covering him. You got on-ball defense here. So he's essentially supposed to be guarding Devin Vassell. Now, the one thing we know about Devin Vassell, the man can shoot the rock. So you're going to see, boom, slight hesitation. We spray it. Once he gets there, we already have the separation. Just pull the shot up. Love the confidence. Love the zero hesitation. And just like that, you got an 18-point lead early third quarter. So, and great job just executing from San Antonio. All right, look at this play right here. This thing is beautiful. And really quickly, guys, do me that big favor. Hit the like button, but subscribe to the channel if you are new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything, and we got you guys covered all year long. Turn on your post notifications. We got offense, defense, individual player breakdowns. And once the NFL season is over, I'm going to be full swing NBA. So you're going to see a ton of content from me, I promise. And with that being said, I am a little bit sick, a little bit congestion, so I do apologize for that. But look at this play. So, first thing we're noticed, again, three-man action. You notice two guys in the corner, boom, boom. From there, we're going to set the softball screen. We're going to see if we can get them themselves some space. But watch how this thing plays out, guys. Watch how this thing plays out. We set it. We create rotation from the big. We catch. We over-the-head pass to Luke. We create weak side rotation. but it's a guard. Again, this is why we put guards in the corners, because we know if there's going to be weak side rotation off the action, it's going to be a guard. It's not going to be a big man like LeBron James. So that's why we stick De'Aaron Fox in the weak side corner for this action. Okay, so boom, we immediately get it back over. Now, I would have loved if we were able to spray this thing back out to De'Aaron Fox. However, we have a mismatch, so I'm okay with taking the shot. Okay, I'm okay with taking the shot, and right here, he does. Little man, easy money, big Luke Cornett, big shout out to the former Celtic. I'm a Celtic fan, by the way, which just shows you guys I'm very unbiased, okay? I'm going to call it how it is. I really like the San Antonio Spurs team. If you like basketball, you should like the way this team is playing. The NBA season is in full swing, which means we all have a chance to over 1,000x our money during this year's NBA season. Now, before I get into my picks for tonight, I do want to show you a big offer that they're giving right now. If you use my promo code DUBS, they're going to give you a 100% match up to $100, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 to use on the Sleeper app. If you put in 50, they're going to give you 50, right? It is an absolute cheat code. But what I am putting in for tonight is Giannis over 30 points. They're taking on Cleveland. He usually has really good games versus Cleveland. I think he is going to have a big night tonight. Probably will get to the free throw line a ton. I also like Evan Mobley to have a little bit more assists because they have Giannis guarding him majority of the time. He likes to kick out, draw double teams in certain areas of the floor. And I think he's going to have a lot of assist opportunities. We also can look at Khalil Ware versus the Knicks. I think he's going to have 10 or more points in this game. And this is 20 to win 70. You guys can obviously put more, put less, whatever you guys want. And again, use promo code DUBS. You'll get a $100 match deposit on your first deposit, depending on how much you put in. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states, so check out Sleeper today. Here's the gut shot right here. So this is another beautiful one. Fox drives in. We create 3 rotations from the defense. We know we're going to swing this to the weak side corner, but we know we're going to create some sort of rotation, whether that comes from Luka or that comes from back in the low post. Usually it will come from the top side. I'm guessing it's going to come from Luka on this play. So boom, we swing it. That's exactly what happens. So now that Luka rotates from the top side ends up being wide open. Now Stephon Castle is over there. We swing it. Now we create rotation from the next weak side, right? So now as we get the ball here, you're going to see Fox kind of leak back out. We space the floor. Great job. We are going to get our guy to overcommit to the three-point line off the shot. Boom. We drive into the lane. We create more rotation. You see LeBron still here. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, you got 4 guys down low trying to guard just you. And again, we need to have what we call court mapping ability, the understanding of where the defense is rotating from, but more importantly, knowing where your teammates are going to be. And already they are in a very tough spot because Luka has to guard both point A and he's got to cover point B. You can't guard both, right? So boom, we spray it out. Late rotation. We could have swung one more time, but you don't need to. You don't need to. Boom, quick trigger 3. Drain it. Nail in the coffin. Demoralizer for the LA Lakers. That is how it is done, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. Love the way these boys play. All right, last play that will really break down here. We're going to fake a little DHO between Julian Champagnie and Kelly Olynyk. Again, all we're doing here is trying to sell to this defender that we're going to set up this dribble handoff, right? But instead, we're going to cut backdoor, or I guess not backdoor, but slot cut to the basket. Ready? Boom. You get him to overcommit. We get that ball out early. You create the weak side rotation by Bronny. We can swing it out if we want to, but I'm guessing we're going to deem this as a mismatch, and we're just going to drive into the lane, create a little bit of contact, and one. Sound dumb. Probably should have been a foul, and you see him say foul. That is a foul, but just too strong. Yeah, should have been an and one. But again, Spurs, they're here. This team's really good. They're missing their best player. I think they're just getting started, boys. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.